Okay, if you or someone you know is carrying a lot of high interest debt, credit card debt, payday loans, any type of high interest consolidation loans, I'm talking about like the Fairstone Financials and Alpine Credits of the world. Interest rates on some of these loans, especially credit cards, is somewhere between 19 and 29% most of the time. So let's say, for example, you've got about $40,000 in high interest debt and you're paying hundreds, if not thousands, in interest costs every month. What's the mortgage strategy that you can use to consolidate that debt at a lower interest rate without refinancing your mortgage in the short term and paying penalties on refinancing your mortgage? One of the things we can do is take you to an equity lender, and we've got a couple that we deal with. So let's say we use the $40,000 in high interest debt as an example. So we take the $40,000, we look at your home. If you've got equity in the home, let's say you've got the room to take out $40,000 equity in the home, but instead of refinancing your mortgage and having to pay penalties and breakages and whatnot like that, or maybe possibly losing the rate that you have if you're at a good rate, we go to an equity lender and put them in second position behind your existing mortgage. Rates for the equity lenders that we deal with are usually a third to a half of what they are when it comes to credit cards and some of the high interest places. So it's a substantial savings in interest. So we take that $40,000, we put you with an equity lender for a year or two, and you make your regular payments on your mortgage, you make your regular payments on your consolidation loan with our equity lender, and then when the time comes to renew your mortgage, we roll everything in all together at the best rates available at that time. So from the time you take on the equity lender, first of all, you've cut your interest payments and possibly your monthly payments by anywhere from a third to a half, if not more. You've saved all of that interest in the year or two before the time goes to refinance. You haven't sacrificed the great rate that you may have with your mortgage right now. And by the time it comes to renew your mortgage, we roll everything into the lowest rate possible and save you the most amount of interest possible. Does that make sense? Usually where these come into play is people that have had credit bruises. And I know there's a lot of people right now that are losing their jobs. They have income interruptions for various reasons, any number of reasons, anywhere from illness to layoffs and things like that. It's one of those situations where we would look at your entire situation. We would see if you're eligible for something like this, and then give you a 2-year plan to get to a position of financial health moving forward. Because when you do those consolidations with an equity lender, it generally frees up some cash flow month to month to take away some of that crunch of just covering bare minimum costs in all your loans. So if you've got questions about a scenario like this, reach out to me anytime. Happy to give you more information or do an analysis for you. Don't forget, if you've missed any of our videos for the Mortgage and Money Morning Show, you can check my YouTube channel. Just look me up on YouTube, Joel J.M. Scott. There is 21 previous episodes, if my math is correct. And of course, if you've got something you'd like covered in the Mortgage and Money Morning Show, an issue that we haven't talked about yet, a scenario we haven't talked about yet, please shoot me a message, DM, or you can email me or text me anytime you like. All my info and contact numbers, joelscott.ca. And we'll see you next time on the Mortgage and Money Morning Show.